Hi friends, it's Julia. I am here with my Out with the Old and Layout share for my June 2023 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. Now with this kit, I pulled in 4 separate Felicity Jane kits. I pulled in Bailey, Catherine, Grace, and Julia. So Bailey was nearly used up. I had 1 full sheet of paper and some larger scraps, and I continued to use that one until all the larger scraps and that 1 final pattern paper was gone. Catherine, I pulled in the entire paper pack that came with it. What is it, 8 sheets, as well as all of the embellishments I pulled in. And I have used all of the larger size papers, all of the 12 by 12 papers, so I consider this kit killed. With Grace and Julia, my goal was only to create 1 layout with each of these, and I did that. I think it was Grace. I pulled out an extra 12 by 12 paper to use on like one of the layouts that I did prior to using either of these kits. So I used a little bit more paper than one than the other. Here are all of my scraps. Now you can see I have additional scraps in here. Well, you may not be able to tell. I can tell which ones were not included with the kits, but they came out of my scrap bag. I have all different size scraps from Felicity Jane, and I did use a ton of these smaller pieces here to create some die cuts that I didn't even use at all. Anywho, so not all of them anyway. I have lots of border strips, and then I have some larger sheets of paper that I'm able to create backgrounds with, or photo mats or embellishments or whatever. So I pulled some from there. As far as additional pieces of paper, I don't know what that was. Oh, that was just a piece of scrap cardstock that got left in here. This was a traveler's notebook page from Felicity Jane that matched the kit that I had brought into one of these. I don't remember which one now. But anywho, here's what I have left of all those papers. This one is the largest, and it's because I just cut a few of the flowers out of that for a layout. But anyway, paper-wise, I might mix some of that into the other 2 kits that I have here because they all matched relatively well. Or I might just put them all into my scrap folder. Just depends. Embellishment wise, I had pulled in, I think 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the, I pulled in 6 of these and I only used 1. I did not use any of the paper clips that came with the, I think, Bailey kit. I'm not certain. And this washi tape is from the Julia kit. So those will go back into my stash. Oh, there's another one. I must have pulled 7 because I did use 1. Anywho, I have felt flowers, chipboard flowers, wood veneer, stars, arrows. I have tons of stuff still in here. This is the embellishment packs from Bailey and Catherine. And so I'll divide those back up into packages or put them in with my other stash. Here are all the things that I cut out with a lot of those scraps. Like I have little clouds, and I have banner shapes, and I have flower banners, and I use my punch. I have to show you. This punch that creates that scallop edge, I killed it. Y'all. I was so brokenhearted, so I'm going to have to go online and find another, or I might see if Michael's has anything, or Hobby Lobby, that matches this just plain scallop. This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, plain scallop, and then I have another little hollow one that, yeah. My heart is broken for that. Anywho, I have some vellum frames that were in one of the kits. I did not use any of those. I have some pocket page cards that I had cut into frames. I did not use any of those. There's tons of little scrap bits and pieces in here. I had a Hobby Lobby ephemera pack, and I used quite a few pieces from here. This had some freckled fawn die cuts when they were just first getting into die cuts. Some of these can be a little bit bloopery, like the white space is not even around there. It's not cut quite where it needs to be. So I have that, and then I have these acetate stickers that I got from Freckled Fawn. I think they're from AliExpress. But yeah, I have tons of ephemera left. I have tons of pocket page cards for all the ones that I added in. This is everything that's left, and I feel like I used a ton of pocket page cards, but this is a pretty hefty stack. So yeah, I look forward to continue working with those because the colors are so great. I had this font added in one of the kits. Here is the alphabet that came from Freckled Fawn, and I believe this was a brand new or maybe used just once alphabet when I first pulled it in. I did not use any of these words. I'm disappointed. I wish I would have. The alphabet I did use. I had to get into the second package for a title even. I did use quite a few arrows from here. I did use this alphabet once. I have some rub-ons here that I don't think I used. This package of rub-ons I did not, but this package of rub-ons I did. I used almost a whole one, a whole sheet of those flowers. I have these from Felicity Jane. These are just cardstock arrows, and I did not use any of them. I'm disappointed in myself for that. This is Felicity Jane chipboard, and I used several pieces from here. Word and phrase stickers I used a ton of, but there's a ton here, so you can't really tell how many I used. That was the second chipboard sheet that I didn't use. I had a duplicate of that. Washi strips, I think I used a few. Not a terrific amount of washi tape on the layouts that I created. Labels, I have a ton left, but I did use quite a few. There's some from both of there. That was already, I think those were already gone. Yeah, I don't think I used anything else from there, and then I don't think I used anything from those. So I used several, not a lot. I used a couple of pieces from these two sheets. More of the puffy stickers. These are from Freckled Fawn, and I did use pieces from some of these, but some of them not, and I don't remember which ones now. These are more cardstock heart stickers, or cardstock stickers. Anywho, I used one row of the different color frames, or different color rainbows to create my embellishments. I created a couple of embellishments of multicolor rainbows. I used quite a few of the enamel dots. I did not use these wood veneer. I did use the sequin mix once, but yeah, I didn't want to fuss with it. These, I don't think I used those at all. Here's some more of those puffy stickers, and I know I did use some of these. And this sticker sheet, I used one sticker from there and one from there. And I think that is everything. Let me show you the layouts. So with the layouts this month, I followed, for June, I should say, I followed along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, round 12 this month, and I used some of those sketches. And so I started on the 24th of the month, and then proceeded from there to create these layouts. Those were the days that these sketches came up. And I followed most of them fairly closely, not 100%, but fairly closely. On each of the videos that I did for this, you will find the sketch from the original artist, and the I tell you who the original artist is, but unfortunately I did not write it on my list here, and I have put away those sketches. So I don't remember who the original sketch artist was, but you'll find it on my other video. My process video, if you will, of these. But you can see I used tons of embellishments. I used pocket page or traveler's notebook pages. I used lots of cardstock from my stash. I just had a great time adding all the embellishments and following along with those sketches and using the supplies that I already had. That was the most beautiful part. I didn't have to go out and buy anything. So these two layouts that I did, I made them to be companion pages. I pulled that blue in, and I wanted to add the flowers over here because of all the flowers here. This is the announcement for my cousin's daughter. She would be like my second or third cousin. These this was the or the announcement to her graduation, and so these are the photos that came with, and so I wanted all of that to be represented here because you know, it's going to go in a family album, and I want everybody to know that's what this is. I guess it could go more like that. So even though it is each one is a single page, they are made to lay side by side in the album. This one is the third layout that I created, and I just cut down a 5x7 photo, and then the embellishments that are here, you could have placed in the original sketch, you could have placed photos there. And I just love how these are so simple and so basic, y'all. There's not a super ton, and if y'all know me, I like to embellish heavily, and I feel like these layouts hardly have any embellishment on them whatsoever. Anywho, here's layout number 4. This is day 27 for Christy's Beautiful Life, and it was a 2-pager. And so you can see, I thought these photos were going to be too dark to work with any of the kits that I had pulled. But when I put the white cardstock behind them, it kind of broke down that dark woody, orangey type wood coloring and the red wood coloring back behind everybody and the table. And so that helped quite a bit. But then putting this yellow here, I think really helped warm the entire page up. The orange, or the yellow and the orange here, caused everything else to flow together. It was a 4th of July event we went to during the day, and then at night we gathered at my uncle's house and were playing poker. And so it was at night, in the dark, but it was 4th of July, so I went through and I found kind of red with white and some blue banner and star stickers or star emblems on them, and then used some of the stars that I had in the embellishment pieces that I pulled in to just tack through there. I have word phrases here, here, and here, and that puffy sticker. This is the layout that I used all the rub-ons on. Those are from 2006, y'all, and they worked like a dream. Worked like a dream. This is layout number 5, or day 28 for June, and it's just one that called for 3 embellishment clusters with 2 photos, and I wanted to do something different but a little bit fun. I wanted to add flowers for starters, but when I put it here, then I felt like I needed to add something to close those flowers in. I don't know what I'm talking about here. It's just how I felt. So what I ended up doing was I cut this grid paper. It was a scrap that I had brought in from, I think, the Bailey kit. Anywho, I had cut it into additional triangle shapes and used those to ground my clusters, my flower clusters, so it didn't feel like they were falling off the page or flying through the air. I know y'all think I'm crazy there. More word stickers and phrases down here. Another one up here with a label, and another label down here with another word phrase on it, and then that chipboard piece here. And you can see, y'all, I talk all the time about why I dislike puffy letters, puffy stickers to do alphabets with. So when I'm putting a title down, I don't know if y'all have watched any of my process videos, but I line it up on the edge of my ruler, and then I lay it down, right? And then I put something else on top, and then I pull this away from there. So everything gets lined up right. But on the top part, I always put extra glue, but not on the bottom. And can you see on this layout? I don't know if I can get you up here close enough to it. If I can move it the right way. See there? Those letters are all lifted up with no glue under them, and that's the thing that I hate the most about puffy letters. And I use good glue. I use the Scotch Quick Dry, and so it sticks like a charm up here, but down at the bottom where it doesn't go, the glue that came from the manufacturer is horrible. Anywho, you can see I used little bits and pieces of scraps to create some borders down here. I used an ampersand. Anywho, so that was layout number 5. Layout number 6 was another double pager, and again, simple and easy layout structure, but I had a lot of fun with all of these border strips down here. And I took them all, let me see if I can catch it. Maybe not so much. They're all kind of standing up, if you will. Not a terrific amount, but I did prop them up. It's made it horrible to get this sticker and this sticker to, well, that one did pretty good. This one just would not stay down. And I think it's because of how much I bent the background paper. So these are flipped up this way. These are flipped up this way, and our title is here. And then I used this pocket page card that had this beautiful sentiment on it, wherever life plants you, bloom with grace. And then I put this little flower cluster here because my puppies landed here and they're going to bloom with grace, right? This one was a pocket page card. It was like a thank you from Felicity Jane for ordering the kit, or doing my monthly kit. Anywho, so it had hello and then the flowers. And there was white space all around, so I just fussy cut everything and kind of layered it up down here and put it on another pocket page card. And that's the color that's around here, another pocket page card. This was even another pocket page card that I cut down to do my title on it is Our New Life, Love Everything, and then Agatha and Matilda. That's the two puppies that we have. This is when when they came to our house. Anyway, I took a label and I put one here and layered up those butterflies, the rainbows here and here, and then put some puffy stickers here and here, and I called it done. There's a little chipboard piece there that has, or a cardstock piece here that has flowers, because I had flowers here and here. So yeah, took some scrap paper and matted these photos here, and another scrap of paper to mat the photo here, and yeah, called it done. I used two different background papers, the one with the rainbows here and the one with the flowers there. These can be used in separate albums, or they can be used together. If I wanted to put them together in my album, I could, or if I wanted to put them separately into the album, that could work as well. This is layout number 7, the final one, and one of my favorites. And I think because I love the colors so very much. I used lots of scraps over here to create this border here. That's, I was cutting a piece to go here with a yellow color, and I had just a sliver left over that I finished cutting when my punch broke. So that little offcut that comes out, I actually tucked it back here behind the curves because these started a little bit farther out. The black and white ones did. Anywho, I used another cardstock embellishment here, chipboard here, and then I used a couple of the cardstock butterflies, and then I fussy cut that out because they came in oval shapes on the Traveler's Notebook page. I wanted them to appear like a circle coming from behind, and this one going around and maybe tucking in behind and meeting up with that one to appear like a circle. So that's what I did. I put that additional piece that was on this side here after I cut it. And I put the enamel dots around the wreath in similar color fashion. And then the polka dot is a pocket page card. And this one with the boxes is a pocket page card. And I used a ton of like labels and embellishment pieces here. And then there's the one flare that I used. This is a title. It says New Family, and before I put that down, I used individual letters and went directly to paper. I didn't line it up on my ruler. So all of those got glued down, so nothing is lifting on those. Anywho, that is the final layout for the month. I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you were encouraged by watching any of the video processes that I created with these layouts. Yeah. Anyway, every month I create a kit from whatever the inspiration at the Counterfeit Kit Challenge group is. Whatever their inspiration kit, I build a kit similar unless I'm just totally not liking any part at all of it. And then I use that kit to create at least 7 layouts. Sometimes I create more. It's just dependent on what's going on in life. But I do that typically at the end of the month, the last 7 days a month. I do a layout every single day and show you the the thought process coming in and the supplies I'm going to use, and then I show you what it looks like when it's all done. We don't do a lot of the process on these layouts because I have so many I want to get done before I close the kit out. Anyway, friends, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching my video, and I would love it if you would flip me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.